It was supposed to be just another field trip. But what really happened on that bus was buried for 18 years. Now, a forgotten bracelet has reopened a case they wanted you to forget. Stay until the end, because once you hear the final discovery, you'll never look at a school bus the same way again. In 2007, it was supposed to be a normal field trip. 14 students, 1 teacher, a bright yellow school bus. They left the school parking lot just after 8 a.m., their backpacks full of notebooks and juice boxes. Excited chatter filled the bus as it pulled onto Route 7, bound for a nearby botanical center. They never made it. No one expected what came next. No accident, no debris, no wreckage. The bus vanished, along with every soul on board. It became the case that silenced a town. Police launched an immediate investigation. Search parties combed the highway and every trail in the nearby forest. Helicopters flew overhead. Bloodhounds sniffed out every path. Still no sign. Not a torn jacket, not a tire track, nothing. The road showed no signs of braking or impact. It was as if the earth swallowed the bus whole. Families waited for answers. Parents slept in their cars outside the police station. The media arrived. Photos of missing children lined storefront windows and telephone poles. But as weeks passed, hope began to fade. The children of Maple Hollow Junior High were gone. Rumors took root. Some claimed it was a mass kidnapping. Others believed the forest hid something ancient. One local even said he saw the bus drive into the woods and never come out. But the trail went cold. The authorities closed the case quietly a year later. No arrests, no leads, just silence. And then, nearly 2 decades later, something unexpected appeared. In 2025, Claire Mason, a woman shopping at a small-town thrift store, spotted something familiar in a jewelry bin. A silver charm bracelet, tarnished, worn, but unmistakable. It had 6 charms: a cat, a book, a tiny leaf, a heart, a paintbrush, and the letter E. It was a gift she had given her niece, Emily Dre. Emily was one of the students on that bus. Claire purchased the bracelet and brought it to local authorities. A DNA test confirmed it. It was Emily's. That bracelet reopened the investigation. Police traced it to an anonymous donation drop, one of several boxes left on a rainy Tuesday morning. Among the items was a rusted school pin and an old photograph. Faded, damaged, but clear enough to show what looked like a yellow school bus in the background. It was parked near a tree line. That photo changed everything. Investigators tracked the photo's backdrop to a forgotten section of forest near Black Hollow, a decommissioned logging area sealed off in 2006. No one had entered the area in years. But then an old forest ranger stepped forward. He remembered seeing a school bus parked on a logging path back in 2007, not wrecked, just parked. He reported it. No one believed him. A new team was sent in. They used drones and satellite scans to find the overgrown trail. And buried beneath moss, roots, and collapsed fencing, they discovered an underground structure. A Cold War era facility, codename Station Hollow. The doors were rusted but still intact. Inside were narrow tunnels, chalk-covered walls, and flickering lights that somehow still worked. Rows of old desks, filing cabinets, radios, and something more chilling, children's drawings taped to the walls. Among them, a picture of a bus, a sun in the corner, trees, faces in the windows. The words, "We didn't go to the garden." One room held a roster, a class list matching the names of the missing students. Another room had tapes, audio logs. A male voice spoke calmly about restructuring behavior through sound, of using tones to rewrite memory, of isolation, of conditioning. Then they found the graffiti. "Mr. Rivers is lying." Dale Rivers, the homeroom teacher on the bus. He had no criminal record, but digging into his past uncovered a connection to an experimental education group that was disbanded in the early 2000s. A group accused of using covert psychological tactics in children's learning environments. Could he have rerouted the bus intentionally? Was he working for something or someone else? What happened inside those tunnels remains uncertain. No bodies were found, But they found fragments, small bones, torn pieces of cloth, and a music player with a distorted recording of a child humming. The same song Emily used to hum. Forensics confirmed the tunnel had been used recently. Authorities have not released the full findings. The area was resealed under federal order, but some believe Station Hollow was just one site out of many. Locals report hearing strange sounds in the forest at night. Whispers, the creak of bus doors, children's laughter echoing and then vanishing. Some hikers have claimed to see a yellow bus far in the woods, its headlights flickering, its engine silent. What began as a simple field trip may have been something far more sinister. A social experiment gone wrong, a government cover-up, or something older hiding beneath the soil. One thing is certain, the students of Maple Hollow didn't just disappear. They were taken. And someone tried very hard to make us forget. But sometimes the past doesn't stay buried. Sometimes it leaves breadcrumbs. And sometimes it turns up in a thrift store. If you found this story chilling, subscribe for more eerie mysteries and cinematic true fiction. Because secrets may fade, but they're never truly gone.